Breathwork is by far my favorite because it's so accessible. Everybody can do it, anybody can do it, everybody does it all the time. It's our birthright. You know, we were born with this breath. I love crystals, I love drumming. I think all of that has some healing value and therapeutic properties, but the breath is something you have all the time. It's with you in an airport if you're feeling flustered. It's with you when you're on the road, you know, wanting to calm down. Like, it's something that you can always have, and it's something that is always with you. So that's why I love it, and that's why I use it all the time, every day. Even just little tips and tricks, I think everybody could benefit from. So that's kind of why I am doing this. Yeah, so breathwork is a journey, you know, like I'm learning and gaining new tools in my toolbox every day. And then I turn around and teach them, and I think that's why it's beautiful too, is there's so many different ways to do things, and yeah, so that's how I kind of do it. Some just like benefits of breath work, we know that they are vast, but some physical ones are reduction in blood pressure, heart rate, stress, cortisol levels, but also like spiritually. It connects you with your kind of divine self or your spirit self, right? So I think that's a very good thing too. Mental health, like the neural pathways that they talked about, oxygenating your body, which is, you know, getting that oxygen into your tissues, your cells, your organs, helping your brain get oxygen. So in every kind of realm, mind, body, spirit, emotions, it helps, you know, it regulates some emotions and stuff. So in every way, breath work can be kind of applied to your life, your everyday life, and even some big situations too. So I do kind of two types of breath work. Like I said, there's so many, but I kind of focus on two. One I kind of consider like a maintenance breath work, kind of just like practices that I can do every day. And I'll be showing you one of those today. And then the other one I kind of, I call breakthrough breath work, and that's like transformative breath work. And we'll be doing that today too. And that one is to clear maybe any kind of resistance or any blockages that might come up, some bigger kind of situations that come up in life, you know, just bigger than the day-to-day stuff. So, you know, there's that maintenance one, which is like, you know, if you're maintaining your car, like if you're a car, you know, you get the oil changed, you check the fluids, you rotate the tires, right? It's just stuff to keep it up, right? So, but then you have kind of the breakthrough breath work, the transformative breath work is like if your car needed a new transmission or it needed, you know, an alternator fixed, right? It's kind of for those big kind of things. And you know, it's good to have both kind of in your toolbox that you practice. So like I said, we'll be touching on a little bit of those both today. The one that I'm going to give you for the maintenance breath work is going to be what I kind of like to say is like focusing on the exhale. Okay, everybody like, you know, wants to focus on the inhale, and that serves its purpose too, but when we focus on the exhale, it doesn't force the diaphragm up so much. It's more of like a kind of grounding type thing, and it allows your body to flow in a more natural way when we focus on the exhale. And it seems counterintuitive, but it works for a couple of reasons. Sometimes people are like perfectionists, right? So, and I know myself, I want to get this right. So if I'm going to start doing a box breathing or a 4-4-4 breathing, what do? You focus on the first breath. But if you focused first and start on the exhale, and then go into it, you've already started the process. And that kind of tricks your brain into, I don't have to get it right because you've already started, right? You started on that out breath. And so I think that's kind of an important kind of thing to remember. Not only that, but physically, the out breath or the exhale cleanses your body. When we have a full exhalation, it gets rid of all the carbon dioxide in our body. Sometimes we have residual carbon dioxide that's in our bodies, and when that's not properly all the way released, we can't take in as much oxygen. And when we don't take in as much oxygen, then it doesn't go to our tissues, our heart, our muscles, so we're not as oxygenated as we can be. So allowing that out breath to be full, then we have this inherent, then we take in more. So even just exhaling fully, then your next exhale will provide you with more oxygenation. So that's kind of like a good physical piece that it does. So it's overall kind of rebalances and recalibrates your body and your mind and your spirit, because actually like then taking that moment, right, that pause, when we take that pause, then if we're in a situation that might be stressful or kind of overwhelming for us, if we focus on that out breath first, it de-escalates us. It metabolically, it kind of de-escalates us as we get rid of that carbon dioxide and we take that moment to pause. So I would like to invite you guys to do a couple of these out breaths. Okay, so I want you just to kind of, just where you're at in your breath, I want you just to see how that feels, and then recoil. Just breathe in normally as you would. Okay? And I want you to do that again. So maybe I invite you to close your eyes. Wherever you're at in your breath, just, let your shoulders relax as you do this. You might have an audible sound. And you'll feel your body. Your body will, not tense. It'll just kind of relax as you just do this. And then you'll notice that your recoil breath, your inhale, is actually getting more oxygen in, and you're not even trying. Okay, so let's do a couple more of those. Where you're at in your breath cycle, just, and take a breath in through your nose. See how that feels. See how you're kind of gaining a flow, your own natural flow and rhythm. We'll do a couple more of those. So in your breath cycle, it's okay, let it get loud, let it get audible. And then you can choose to have your next inhalation through your nose or through your mouth. Everybody has different breathing practices, whatever feels right to you in the moment. Good, and then when you're ready, kind of open your eyes and see how that feels. See how you're feeling in this moment. Do you have more energy? Do you have more clarity? Take a moment and kind of just go inside, and how are you feeling in your body right now?
Welcome.
So you just kind of really oxygenated yourself, and all you did was just shift one little thing, and just focusing on that exhale, that out breath. So that's the thing too, is with breath work, it doesn't have to be hard. It doesn't have to be something you have to do, just that out breath. The thing about our breath is when we start to notice it, all you have to do is observe. Once you start just observing your breath, what is it doing? How is it making me feel? That in itself is breath work. It doesn't have to be work per se, it's just the observation. And those little changes, those little tweaks are in itself promoting breath work, because you're focusing on it a little bit more, you're more of a witness to it, you're being more mindful of your breath, and then that you're already doing it. So then you will take in more oxygen, you will be pausing in that moment if that's what's needed. So whatever it is in your life circumstance in that moment, pausing on that breath, just observing, what is it doing? Will, in fact, shift or cause a change. Maybe in a pattern or a loop or some kind of theme that's going on, taking that little focus will kind of recalibrate and rebalance. Yeah, so thank you for doing that. It's just like little shifts that we can do that kind of over time, as we build on them, get really big changes, and that's where kind of the magic starts to happen. So. Good, so next thing I would like us to do is a partner exercise. So I would like you just to go next to someone, you can just face them, and we're just gonna do just like a quick partner exercise. It doesn't have to be someone you know, or it can be someone you know, that's totally fine. So just kind of partner up next to someone. All right, this is just gonna be quick. It's just kind of a mindful practice of something that we can do. So with your partner, You're just gonna have like a back and forth. So one person goes first, and they're just gonna kind of state how I use breath work in my current life. You know, and then you'll just kind of state things. How I will use breath work in my current life is while I'm alive, you know? And then the other person says, thank you. That's all you have to say is thank you. You know, I use breath work in my current life when I'm stressed. The other person says, thank you. And just that gratitude, just that thank you is really huge too. So if you have just a back and forth, maybe just go for a couple things, maybe
I use breath work in my
5
life
things, and then switch.
for peace. I use breath work in my life for peace.
I use breath work in my life for balance. Oh yeah, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah.
Don't make it weird.
Okay, don't make it weird.
Now what?
What else?
Why I use breath work? To be free.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I use breath work in my life to channel. Oh, you're welcome.
I use breath work in my life to be part of.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I use breath work in my life to purify my mental, emotional, and physical body and energy body. Yeah.
I use breath work in my life for spirituality.
Thank you. I use breath work in my life to connect with nature. Yeah.
I use breath work in my life to be calm.
Thank you. I use breath work in my life to restore energy.
I use breath work in my life for good vibrations.
I use breath work in my life to let go of bad vibrations and no, negative vibrations.
I use breath work in my life to be content.
What is it?
To be content.
Oh, thank you. I use breath work in my life to relax the mind.
Finish up in a minute here. Finish up your thought. Share. All right.
That was great.
You know, getting out, think of all the different ways that you use it. We use it a lot
I use
more
breath
than we
work
think,
in
and then
my
just
life
having that person
to share with the world.
Thank you.
is really cool. So thank you
You're
for
welcome.
engaging in that.
Yeah.
All right, so I'll invite you back to your spot. And we're gonna talk a little bit about the second kind. So we talked about like that maintenance breath work. There's a bunch of different tools that you can do, just short little things to kind of maintain your health and well-being overall. The focus on the exhale breath was one thing that we did for like the maintenance breath work. There's a bunch of other ones that I would love to share with you. So, but yeah, the next type was transformation breath work, or I like to call it breakthrough breath work. So this is kind of a type of breath work where if you have maybe one of those blocks, or if you have like kind of an issue going on, this can help kind of use your breath to release it. Sometimes it's called like somatic release, traumatic release, just anything that you kind of are feeling in your physical, mental, emotional, spiritual body that's no longer serving you and that you just want to get rid of. So this next kind is going to be, I'll have you, if you're comfortable, you can lay down, and it's going to be faster than normal, very lively kind of breath. And it's going to be, I'll demonstrate, it's going to be like, and as it does, you're eliminating the pause in between, and we're really going to just work with that energy. You're going to be moving some energy, and I just kind of invite you so whatever comes up, allow it just to come up. I'm going to have you just kind of do this for some cycled breathing. One thing that might happen is if you feel some tingling in your body, right? Tingling in your body is normal. That's energy moving, energy shifting. That'll pass. That's why I also call it breakthrough, right? You have to break through that. You have to kind of see what's on the other side of possibly that situation or that pattern that you're going through. And it's brave, right? So this is a brave breath work, is you're getting curious and brave enough to see what's on that other side, right? What's maybe causing that pattern or that disruption or what's going on. So breaking through, right? So keeping, even if you have that tingling, that'll go away. That's just gonna tell you that, yep, you're moving energy and you're getting close to something, right? And just to let it happen. Another thing that might happen with this is if you do it through your mouth, the back of your throat might get dry. And that's gonna happen too. And like I said too, that will pass. That's just it's gonna signal your saliva glands to produce more saliva, and that'll take care of itself too. So if you stick with it, those things will kind of even out. You just gotta stick with it, and that's why I like breakthrough breathing. So I just invite you, whatever comes up, to allow it to come up. If there's noises, if there's laughter, whatever sounds that you want to make them. This is your breath work. This is your practice. Just allow it. We're all here. We're all love. We're all here for the same purpose and the same reason. And I feel that when we breathe as a community, as a collective, like loving source, really, really big things can happen. Because we have that foundation of just love, and we're being here for everybody. So breathing in a group is one of the most amazing things that I've been a part of, witnessed, experienced. So thank you guys all for just doing this today and just showing out. So with that said, I'm going to be playing some music. It's kind of faster, energetic music to help you kind of keep pace or find a pace that you're comfortable with. It'll be different songs that might, it's emotive music. So emotive meaning it's going to help some different emotions. It'll bring up some different emotions in you, and that's what it's supposed to do. So just allow those to come. Whatever those are, they're right. They're right for this perfect moment. So whatever needs to happen and come up will come up, and that's just that's what we're here for, and that's at the surface, and we just allow it. If you are, is anybody not really comfortable with touch? Because I might go around and just hold a hand or put my hand on your arm, or maybe just ground your feet. Does anybody not want to be touched? Just kind of raise a hand. Okay, thank you for letting me know. And is everybody good to start? Everybody okay?
How long
Yeah.
is this going to be?
It'll be for a good 15 to 20 minutes.
And
Just the breathing, yeah. So find a pace. So I invite you to do something a little bit more lively, right? So we're freeing the breath. So it's going to be a free, lively breath. So do that for a while. You'll find a pace, and then you'll sink into a rhythm. So trust that happens. I might come by and just be kind of a breath coach for you or a breath guide. If you are going through some very, very heavy emotion, put your arm way up, and I'll come over, and I'll kind of guide you through it. We can work through it together, okay? So just know that we're all here together. Put your arm up, and I'll be over there if you kind of want some guidance, okay? So like I said, we're going to start this off. I'll kind of start the music. It'll be going through some different tempos, some different paces. Just trust your breath and allow whatever comes up to come up. Okay, so this is your practice, and okay, so here we go.
Thank you.
Alright, so you're going to want to quicken the pace of your breath. So I invite you to in through your mouth, out through your mouth. Good, as you're settling in, settle into a pattern, still a lively breath, free breath. And allow whatever comes up to come up. Maybe you need to shake your body, maybe you need to feel into it. Allow any sounds, any movements that come up, allow them to come up.
raise my soul inside it. All
Just to kind of come back into your body, into yourself. Thank yourself. Give yourself that gratitude, that love. In your body, kind of start to wiggle your toes and your arms. Good, and just kind of give yourself a moment. Kind of just pause. Good. And as you want, just kind of come back to your awareness, where you are in this room. It's a beautiful group of people. Allowing the breath to flow through them. And as you feel called, just kind of start to move. Come into your body. And then when you're called, just kind of maybe sit up or take a breath. Maybe take a drink.
Powerful.
Alright, so as we're just kind of coming back and just kind of feeling how we're feeling in our bodies. And just if you're just go around the circle, and if you're wanting to just kind of express kind of anything that came up or how you're feeling in this moment, we can just kind of share a little bit. I'll go first. It was just so beautiful. I love the expressions that everybody just had of their just own unique expression. Like I said, I am just moved, and when people come together and breathe in a group, it's magic. And it was just pure magic flowing. And it was just an honor to be here, part of it. So thank you. Thank you, Whitney.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I cried. I bawled. I released a ton. Like a ton. I ended up in a fetal position and just lost it. Let it happen. Out of all the breathwork sessions I've ever been part of in a group setting, this is by far the most powerful one I've ever been a part of. So thank you. Yeah.
Yes, thank you very, very, very much, everyone who's here. Something about the group energy too. I was able to release a lot of things. A lot. And thank you for the contact that really helped too. So thank you. Feel a lot lighter.
I think the rhythm of me getting down the rhythm of my breath really got me in tune with my body, and was allowed myself to feel my whole body. So it's nice. Thank you.
Yeah, I've never had like tingly lips like I did. I always tingle in different spots, but never my lips, so that was powerful. And then I also got I kept trying to hold like this area, and then I kept thinking of like my solar plexus. So I think I need to work on my solar plexus a little bit. I just got that feeling, something with my solar plexus. So.
I got Meadows.
Beautiful gift.
Just going through a lot, but this helps, and I'm doing a lot of things for myself, so yeah. So thank you.
Thank you.
Fun.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't know what it means, but I really felt it like all through. There's probably a lot of I might have to go home and do some more.
Yeah, and I invite, you guys, so like when we do a group, there's like a collective intention, and intention is really, really key. It kind of has that focus of, something that you might want to work on. But when you do this in your own practice, have that intention of maybe there's something that you want to work on or something that comes up. So that intention is a really, really important piece too. Anybody else want to share what they felt or experienced or expressed?
Yeah, I felt, this is my first time doing something like this in a group setting. I felt super relaxed and at peace, and like a lot of my body was numb. And then at the end, like I got like really like shaky, like kind of. I just felt good, so yeah.
I was at first I was like thinking that I was doing it wrong, and I just did my own thing, and then it gave me a sort of a connection. Like I had to go to the bathroom really bad, so it was just super uncomfortable. It was blowing right at me, and so like it was weird for sure, but like very connected still.
I love what you said, because as I heard the room, I could hear everybody doing different, finding their own.
Right.
That was like super cool to hear everybody just kind of, and relaxing into it and just making it their own. And I also, Jeremy, had some spasms or kriyas. There was kriyas and some body, it's like energy moving through me, and it's like kind of herky-jerky. And
Yeah, so.
When we did the drum circle, and we were all, everyone was on a different beat, and the longer we stayed with it, the whole room all of a sudden, not all of a sudden, gradually got on the same rhythm. And so when we started out, everyone was doing different breathing, but then toward the end, I was breathing, I don't know, with 6 people in here, I go right with them. And then you lose, you're not thinking about, oh, how many more these do I have to do? You just go, and you keep going until someone says stop, that was awesome.
Yeah, and that's, so I just kind of invite you to do that fast kind of breathing at first, and then people settle in. But the magic about the group is the group does sync up. It is very rhythmic, and that's part of just the very essence of like being a support, being that holding each other, within the breath. But you can do this at home too, start with that lively kind of active breath, and then you'll settle into your own rhythm, your own pattern, and just trust it. And whatever comes up and whatever you do is perfect in that moment. It's going to be different every single time, and that's great, because every time you do it, you're a different person. Every moment we're different and changing. And another thing is too, there's no perfect breath work, right? Even the yogis, there's no perfect breath work, because no matter what you're doing, your breath's gonna be different. If you're exercising, it's gonna be different. If you're, so whatever is your breath is great. But sometimes, being aware of that breath, or if we have holding patterns, sometimes it's good, like we have that awareness and can work on, just breathing more. That's good, but like there's no like one perfect breath, because I don't even think perfect really exists in the breath world. It's your own, right? And it's your own individual like signature breath. And that's kind of our unique gift that we have. So one last thing I want you guys to do is partner up again. It can be the same one, it can be someone else. And the same back and forth kind of, but this time I would like it to be breathing freely makes me feel. And then exchange, and then thank you, and then, so like breathing freely makes me feel alive. Another person would say thank you. And then they would go, and then you say thank you. So I would just like you to just do a couple exchanges of breathing freely makes me feel.
Okay.
Thank you for engaging in that kind of practice too.
I don't know what
You know, because it just kind of anchors in a lot of the feelings that we maybe got to experience or experienced. So, and also
nobody
having
ever-
that thank you. When someone says thank you, you know, and just saying that thank you and being
Thank you.
recognized, and you know, I think there's just so much power in that too. So that's all I have. I just want to thank everybody for coming and just really expressing yourself and you know your own beautiful like breath signature here as a group. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Whitney. And